Okay, let's talk a little bit about VI this evening. It's a command line text editor and it's very useful. So let's just get started here. You can quickly start VI by just typing in the command and the file you want to open. So if it's an existing file, we're just going to type in VI. I'm going to use Vim here, which is a newer, improved model. And we're just going to type in the file that's already on the system called schedule.txt. And you can see it's got text in it already. So let's hit escape:"Q" to quit. Now let's say we wanted to create a new file. We would just type in vim and the new file's name. We'll call it test.txt. And it opens up a blank file for writing. Alright, so we're going to exit out of this, escape:"Quit. So we just quit the file without saving it. Now VI has two modes. It has command mode and it has insert mode. Command mode is what it starts up in. When it first opens up, it will be in command mode waiting on you to issue commands to it. The text editing would be to put it in insert mode. So typically you would use either an I for insert or an A for append. There are other ones that you can use, but this is just a quick overview, so we're just going to talk about those two. So let's start with just straight up insert mode so we can edit something, and we'll use the file that's already there. Let me type the whole name in. Okay, so here we have just a simple file. Now if we move our cursor over to the middle, and let's say we wanted to type something right here. Okay, if we hit I, it will go into insert mode and will allow us to insert text on the left-hand side of the cursor. So if I hit the letter Y here, it's going to add it before the cursor. Okay, now let me get out of this mode. If you hit escape, that's how you get out of insert mode. So let's say we want to put something after the S, or better yet, if we go all the way over here to the end. Okay, see, it won't let us go over any further than the end of the line. What if we want to add something behind that? We'd hit the A command to append, and it will allow you to put text after or to the right of the cursor, so at the end of that line. So now let's say this was going to be measured in Eastern Standard Time. We can now type in EST. Okay, so that's the difference between the I and the A in insert mode. Alright, so let me get out of this. I'm going to quit, and if I try to quit right now, since we made some changes, it's going to give us an error message. So what we want to do is we have to basically override it. So we're going to hit escape:"Quit, and then we're going to hit the exclamation point to override. Now let us get out of there without saving. Okay, so let's go ahead and let's put some text in a file. I'm just going to copy everything that we got on the screen right here. And we're going to open a new file called test. Okay, so if we hit I for insert, we're in command mode now, so we have to tell it something to do. We got to issue it a command. So we hit I, and it's in insert mode. Now if we paste that in, we have all the text that we had highlighted. So we've just added text to it. So if we hit escape:"W for write, and then Q to quit. Okay, so we just created that file. So if we type in more, let's clear the screen here, and we type in more test.txt, and there's our file. So now let's edit it. Okay, what if we want to delete that first line? Okay, so we move our cursor up there. We're in command mode now, and we hit DD. That will delete the whole line. Okay, now what happens if we want to just delete a character? Okay, you can move your cursor all around, and then you can if you hit the backspace key, nothing, it goes back, but it doesn't delete anything. But let's say we wanted to delete this M, we just hit the delete key, and it deletes that in. So let me put it back in, put it in insert mode, type an M, and we now are back to the same file. So let me hit escape. But what if we want to get rid of the 2 files down here, or 2 lines? If we hit 2DD, it gets rid of 2 lines. So that's pretty handy. So if you know you want to delete 2 or 5 or 10 lines, you can just type in the number you want to delete plus DD, and it deletes that many lines below the cursor. So let's save this file, escape colon right quit, and we now have saved the file. Now there's one other thing that you can do too that's pretty handy. Let's go back to the schedule file. Okay, put the cursor up to the top. Now let's say we want to see which games are played on Sunday here. We can just do /, which is search, and then type in Sunday and hit enter, and it goes to it. So it's pretty handy. Now let's say you wanted to see every instance of the number 3. We could just do / and 3, and there's all your 3s. Pretty simple little search feature. In a small document like this, you don't really need it, but in a larger document, you definitely do. If you've got a file with, say 200,000 lines in it, that's a pretty handy feature. All right, so that's pretty much it. You can see that grep or Vim is very, very useful. It's not that hard once you start using it, and these are just the simple tasks to get you started. There's many more commands it can do. I hope this helped. If it does, give it a like. If it didn't, give it a dislike, and subscribe to the channel if you want to see more of this information. Thanks.